Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at Etrailer, and today we are looking at the CURT Premium Bike Rack here on our 2021 Chevrolet Traverse. So the CURT Premium Bike Rack is awesome because of its unique design, which makes it really family friendly, as well as friendly for bikes of different shapes and different sizes. So let's take a look at the way our bike is mounted right here, right now. We have 1, 2, and 3 mounting points. So here on the top we have 1, 2, and our third one is the anti-sway strap. So when we take this off, because that's the first one you take off when you take off your bike, you'll notice how there's a big difference with that strap attached and with it not attached. So then you're going to take your other straps out, so you just pull them in order to remove them from the tabs, and from here you just lift your bike up through the arms, and then you're ready to go on a bike ride. And with the bike out of the way, we get to take a closer look here at the bike rack itself. So we have these cradles, and the cradles are designed with grooves on the inside to accommodate for the brake lines on your bicycle. You'll also notice that you're able to rotate them, so that's going to be good for your bikes of different shapes and different sizes, as you can find the best fit for you. Here we have the fork bike version. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of cradles. If you have the 5 bike version, it looks the exact same, just an extra cradle here on the end. And with a weight capacity of 180 pounds for the 4 bike version and 225 pounds for the 5 bike version, that means you have 45 pounds per bike, which is actually more than your usual hanging style rack. Notice also how you have the 2 cradles here where they're farther apart, and then they narrow towards the end to accommodate for your children's bikes. So if you have other style hanging racks, they're usually arms that are straight across, and I've noticed that if you have children's bikes, it's kind of hard to maneuver them through those arms. This makes it a lot easier. Alright, we'll take a look at some of the ways this works. So when you have a bike rack behind your vehicle, there's going to be some length added to it. So measuring from our rear bumper to the end of our bike rack, right where those plastic reflectors are, we have it sitting at about 41 inches away. Now if you have the 5 bike version, it's just going to be a little bit longer than that, but that's going to be a length you're going to have to think about whenever you're backing into your garage or trying to park into a really tight spot. What you can also do is you can lower those arms. To do so, you pull that clip and then you take out this pin and hold on to it so it doesn't swing back towards your vehicle. Just bring those arms down, put that pin back into place, and use that clip to secure it. And you can see that there's a big difference compared to when those arms were up. So let's take some more measurements. Measuring from our bumper, again on our Traverse, to the end of the bike rack cradles, we have it at about 12 inches away. Now it does stick out a little bit further here at the mast, so that's going to be 12, about 13 inches away from your bumper. Closest point is going to be from your bumper to that lever, and we have 4 3/4 inches of clearance. Also, with it folded up like this, notice how it slightly covers our rear window, but our taillights are completely visible. Now our backup camera is right over here in the middle, so it's still slightly covered by our bike rack, but you are going to get a good amount of view. You're still going to see your bike rack, but you're also going to see everything behind you. Our license plate is sort of covered, but still visible, especially since it's a hanging bike rack. It's not that big of a deal. Let's talk about how this can tilt away if you want to access your hatch. To do so, first you need to loosen this knob right there, and then that will allow you to take out this clip, and then this pin. This one you can just let drop. From there, you can pull up on this lever, and this drops down to a tilt. You'll want to do that if you want to access your hatch. Notice how there's so much clearance between the door and our bike rack, meaning we can get into our trunk, maybe grab our bags, or grab our water, or grab our helmets without having to take our bike rack off. That's nice and convenient because then you don't have to uninstall your bike rack. On the other side, Since this is a hanging style rack, you cannot tilt it away with the bikes attached. So just keep that in mind. You will have to take your bikes off of the bike rack itself if you want to drop it down to a tilt. So reinstall that pin as well as that clip to secure it, and then use that knob with the bolt, and that's going to hold down that mast. So if you do feel extra like sway or rattle in this bike rack, you can use this knob to tighten that down. All right, let's talk about how this fits into our hitch. So here we have a 2-inch solid shank. I actually use this with the hitch alignment tool because that helps out when I just pop it into my hitch. I don't have to be looking back and forth to make sure it's lined up with that hitch pin hole. It gets it right there every time. This comes with an anti-rattle bolt and a pin. It also comes with a tool to tighten it down, but I highly recommend picking up our wrench with a 3/4 inch socket because that's going to make your life a lot easier. But with that tightened down, notice how as I try to rattle that bike rack, I'm mainly moving the car at this point, showing that if you do feel any rattle on the road from those bumps and from those holes as you drive over them, you're not going to get any extra rattle or sway from an improper connection between the bike rack and your hitch receiver, but it's going to be a tight fit. All right, so my final thoughts about the CURT Premium Bike Rack is I do like how it's designed to be family friendly. You have your 2 adult bikes here, you have your 2 or 3 children's bikes here. You can also have up to 5 adult bikes if you want. You have really good weight capacity, and with those rubber straps, as well as how those cradles work, it's awesome. Now it does not come with a cable lock or locks for your hitch pin, so just if you want to add those, you can find them here at Etrailer. So that was a look at the CURT Premium Bike Rack here on our 2021 Chevrolet Traverse here at Etrailer.
Here it is on our test course. We'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Next, we're at the alternating speed bumps, which we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement. Finally, we have the full speed bumps, where we'll see the up and down action, which is just like driving out of a parking lot, garage, or driveway.